I'm Ted Lieu, and a few months ago, I remember when the headlines came out with California having a $25 billion budget deficit, and my friend said to me, Ted, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go up into Sacramento at one of the worst times in history? And the reason I'm running has to do with how I came here. My parents achieved the American dream. They went from poverty to a home, gave my brother and I an amazing education, and it's one reason I joined the United States Air Force on active duty. I believe I can never give back to America everything that's given to me and my family. And it's one reason that I choose to remain in the reserves. I was promoted to lieutenant colonel last year. And it's also one reason I'm running in politics, is to make sure that these opportunities remain free for people who want to come here and work hard to succeed. Then I served 3 terms in the Assembly. I was 1 term on the Torrance City Council, and now I'm running for a state Senate. And I have a strong record of representing both my district as well as the values of the citizens of California. The reason there's a special election on February 15th is because a very courageous person passed away, Senator January Peza, and she had done remarkable things for this district. California is a better place because she served. You've got a very good governor, Jerry Brown, and if you saw his State of the State speech, you can see he's very interested in trying to solve this budget deficit and move California forward. Really hard to do that if you have to have someone go up there with on-the-job training. And so I'm the only candidate running that has experience. I voted for very hard budgets. I have stood up to special interests. I have done really good things for the folks of this district. And I've had experience in dealing with a very complex budget document, thousands of pages. And Jerry Brown wants to get this done early, actually, within 60 days. And you need a full complement of senators to be able to help him do that. You need someone up there who will do what they believe is the right thing, regardless of the consequences, and that's what I'm going to do. I've fought the good fight for many years. That's what gets me up in the morning, the excitement that I can go and fight the good fight again, and that's what I hope to do. I went after special interests who overreached, special interests who took advantage of people. And so some of the key areas in which I have fought for the residents of this district in California include the areas of mortgage reform and foreclosure reduction. Because of 2 landmark bills, one is a California Mortgage Reform Act, which I authored, and the other is a California Foreclosure Prevention Act, which I also authored. If you look at last year in 2010, foreclosures in California declined by 14%. The rest of the nation increased by 2%. So that's, to me, good evidence that the laws I passed have had a good effect. I did not go up to Sacramento to give voice to the powerful, because they can do that themselves. I went up there to give voice to the voiceless, to those who don't have a voice, or for those who have a weak voice. And so I've always been a champion for consumers, for those that have fought against powerful interests. Now, Jerry Brown's come in and said, look, I want to fix this once and for all. With the scale of this deficit of $25 billion, I don't believe we can do it through cuts alone. And I agree with him. If we're going to cut $25 billion and that's our only solution, it's going to devastate California. So what Jerry Brown has said is, look, let's do this in a reasonable way. Half of it, we're going to cut, because we just need to do that. The other half, we're going to go to the voters and ask them, will you let us keep the revenues that we currently have? And I support giving the voters a say, because this is such a monumental budget deficit. And as Jerry Brown said, we should do a legislative check-in with the voters, get their opinion. And look, if the voters pass a ballot, then we'll go forward. If they don't pass a ballot, we'll go forward as well. But at least we give the opportunity for the voters to make a statement to us as how do they want to solve the other half of this budget deficit. Do they want all cuts, or do they want some revenues? If you watch what is happening right now in Egypt, you're seeing the people trying to express their voice and their freedom. And what we have in America and California is amazing. We've got the peaceful transfer of power. And one way we do that is through democracy and through the vote of the people. So I hope you vote for me, but I just ask you to come out and vote on February 15th. The more voters we have, the more people that care to vote, the stronger our democracy will be. And that's what I ask people to do, to just come out and vote on February 15th.